How's everybody tonight? There's Hi, Don and Scotty. Blanket, hello. I've been having to use the blanket lately. In fact, I've had a heater on the last few nights. Ken and Carla, see you. The yellow bird. I might have to switch. I may have to switch over, guys. Let's see. I think I'm going to switch over to my iPad and use cellular. I'll be back. All right, hopefully this will be better. Let's see. I don't know why my screen, there we go. My screen is bigger. Hey guys. Let's see. Who else is here? Hi, PJ. Are you resting or driving? Just whatever it is, I hope you're doing it safely. Glad you could pop in though. Yeah, Don, how's so we can keep up. I'm trying to prop my screen up here so it'll maybe stay upright, but I don't know that that's going to work. So okay. Hopefully this will be better. Maybe we can get rid of all that. And there's Jennifer. Oh, cruising is fun anytime. All right. Hello. Cruising is fun. How are you? Tell me who you are. Nice to have you here. We're glad to have new people on the live stream all the time. So glad you can make it. Tell us a little bit about you. No chemo will only be 5 doses radiation. That's better, actually. My husband did the radiation and he did really very well on it. So I'm trying to get the camera, which is on the left-hand side of my iPad, a little bit more in line with my eyesight. It always looks like I'm looking off in another direction. Everybody's saying hi. Hello there, Henry and Leanne. Hi, guys. How's life in Illinois? Pesky leveling blocks. Pesky leaves blocking Starlink. There are a lot of leaves, I'll tell you. I was out in the yard the other day walking the dogs over by your big tree on the left side of the house and just crunching in the leaves. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. So, say hi to Henry and Leanne. Now it's working. I'm on AT&T, not on Starlink. So that's the weird thing. I don't understand it because it has a clear view of the sky. So I don't know. Here lately, I have not been impressed. It was all weird at first. Yep. Resting. Okay, good. Good job. Glad you could be with us and participate in the chat. Hi, Kim. Hello, Daryl. How are you guys doing? Are you still in Nevada? Maybe there for a while before you move a little further south. I don't know. I haven't kept track of what's the temperatures like in Arizona now. I haven't really been watching. A good talking to. Okay, that's good. Did they tell you no more beer? Anyway, glad you got all your labs and everything out of the way. When is surgery? Hello. That's Mr. Don. And Scotty is his partner. Hi, Kim and Larry. Don from Co4 for Live. Don. When we meet for Chinese, that's a good thing to meet for. We had some good Chinese there by near Henry and Leanne's house. Good little buffet. I always like a Chinese buffet. Rained in Reno. Oh, Rio. Sorry. We haven't seen any rain here in several days. It got a little windy, a little cloudy, but no real rain. There we go. They're making plans. Hello, Henry. Surgery's on the 15th. Okay, everybody, keep that in mind. Keep Larry in your prayers for surgery on the 15th. That's a must. No, Donna, actually not. I'm mainly staying in state park campgrounds, and then the TVA there with you, and then a state park in Georgia, and then on to Florida. And hopefully by then the shutdown will be over. But that's a state forest campground. However, it's run by the forestry department, so I don't know. I'll have to check and see if the state forests are involved in that or not. That would be the only kink in my plans. And that doesn't happen until November 4th. So hopefully the shutdown will be over before then. We'll see. Has anybody else experienced any problems with reservations? Oh, you're in Arizona. Daryl, the last day, too damn hot. Oh my gosh. So did they get the carport done for the RV? he said it's too damn hot. I'm sure he did. But how hot is too damn hot? All right, so there's a plan for Chinese to check TVA since it's technically federal. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, well, let me know what you find out, because that might be a kink in the plan. So I would like to know sooner than later so that I can make a reservation somewhere along the way. Should be soon. Okay, 90. Oh my gosh, 90 degrees. Well, it got up to a whole 70 degrees here today. It got down to 42 was the temperature this morning when I got up. So getting close to the upper 30s, which is not my favorite topic. Time to head south. So, although even in Florida, it can get down in the 30s. So, yeah, 70. It can get there. Okay, thanks, Donna. I'll wait to hear from you. So, yeah, I'm kind of getting in the mood to move again. Started thinking about I got to put all this crap away again. That's the only bad thing about being someplace too long is that you pull a lot of stuff out that you wouldn't normally pull out on short stays. And then you have to, plan to have time to put all that stuff back up. Like I've got almost every canister in the world out. Instead of just my coffee and sugar canister. I've got rice setting out there, flour setting out. I've got one with oatmeal in it, and just a whole bunch of stuff on the counter that I don't really normally have out all the time. So it's looking a little crowded in here. I got fruit setting out on the bar, and I just have to start paring down again. But I have been doing good about depleting stuff out of my refrigerator and using up stuff in there that I really don't need to be using anymore. Since I'm trying to do this Mediterranean diet lifestyle, so I'm trying to get rid of stuff that I really shouldn't be eating. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to just throw it away. But I am trying to slowly eat things up and get it out of the house. So that it's not something that I'm leaning on. I've gone whenever I buy bread now, it's like multi-grain bread. I'm using very little butter now because I'm just trying to stay away from fats as much as possible. Lean meats, so chicken. I did braise the pork chop last night and had so no flour on it, just braised it with a little olive oil in the pan and some spices. And I braised some green beans with slivered almonds and garlic. It was really good. So I'm trying to eat much healthier than I have in the past. And hopefully that will continue to be so. So, okay. 73 in Rio. Very nice. That's a good temperature. I like anything 76 and below. When it starts getting up to 80, then it starts getting a little bit warm, and it never gets cold or snows in Florida. It does actually. I've seen it snow in Jacksonville, Florida, 1989. Ice on the streets and everything. Shut down the roads. People were paralyzed. It was really kind of funny. But on occasion it does snow, and yes, it does get cold. I've seen it down in the 20s in Jacksonville. And we've had to go outside and cover pipes to keep them from freezing. So, yes, it can get cold in Florida, in North Florida, anyway. You could jinx us all, that's for sure. So, I think that they're predicting a much colder winter, especially for the, sorry, haven't done that in a while, especially for the Northeast. Um, so, usually when that happens, we get some colder weather in Florida too. So you never know. And it never rains in California. Been there, done, seen that it does rain. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Um, so the two hurricanes that were blowing around are all out in the ocean. So haven't seen any major hurricanes yet uh, towards land in Florida or the Gulf. So, sorry guys. So that's still a possibility until the November 30th. They'll still be in hurricane season. So I'll be getting there November 4th, and hopefully it'll be dwindling down by then. Although there have been hurricanes in November, so it used to be that the hurricane season ended end of October. But they've extended it another month now because the seasons have kind of shifted a little bit by about a month. So it's kind of strange. So I guess none of the rest of you have had any issues with. Of course, I know Kim and Daryl aren't having issues with reservations. I don't know that anybody else is camping. Jennifer, you do a lot of forestry camping. Have you run into any issues with reservations or places to camp during the shutdown? It's been problematic for a lot of different people. Thankfully, I've been kind of stationary for a while, so hadn't been a problem for me. Tomorrow, my puppies go for some grooming, so they'll smell good and look better. And I'm gonna have to make an appointment for Dee Dee to be seen again by a vet once I get back into Florida. So I'm gonna have to call. She's having reoccurring eye infections, and I don't know why that's happening. We've never had this issue up until this year, and I don't understand what's going on with her eyes. So I'm constantly treating them, cleaning them, and putting ointment in them, and it'll clear up and it'll be gone for about a week, and then it'll come back. So if any of you have any ideas about why that might be happening, let me know, because I have no idea why dogs get eye infections like that. Unless, of course, they're always down digging in the dirt, so maybe they're getting something from the ground that's getting in her eyes. I don't know. Any ideas? Did everybody fall asleep? You haven't heard of any problems? Okay. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Having some sudden weather here. We are right on the North Fork Lake in Arkansas. It's a Corps of Engineer. Is open, no issues. All right, that's good to hear. Oh, so you didn't like the property? I'm sorry to hear that. However, I'm glad to hear that the Corps of Engineer park that you're at's open. That's good. Some of them have shut down and some of them haven't. I've been noticing that on Facebook a lot. So, and I know that some of them are being run by counties or concessionaires, and maybe that's why some of them are open and some aren't. But anyway, glad you're not having any problem. Okay, love to all. It's too hot to fall asleep. Yeah, at 90 degrees, that's way too hot to fall asleep. Everybody's saying hi to Dawn and Kevin, and I think she's already gone. So anyway. So let's see. Who else is getting property? Anybody else? I'm not going to get any property. I have my property. It's on my own wheels. I take it with me. And that's all I need. I might at some point in life find a lot to put it on, but not right now. So I'll be freewheeling. So I got to figure out what I'm going to be doing after May. You know, that's the big thing now. I got my wheels turning as to what I'm going to be doing after May. That's after Richie graduates in December from UF, and then Evan will graduate in May from high school. And then after that, I don't have any more, big family commitment type of things that I have to do. So I can be free. How about that? Oh, TVA is not impacted. Okay, good. I guess I missed that one. Well, that's good to know. At least we have the answer to that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's always good to hear. So hopefully that will remain so. Hopefully this will be resolved sooner rather than later, and camping life can get back to normal. So what else is new? I got my oven door fixed. Did I tell you guys that? And I've been baking in my oven, so it's working, and life is good again. So even me cracking my head on it, it's still working, which is amazing because I see so many people on the Alliance Facebook pages that have had problems with their oven not lighting, the glass breaking without them hitting their head on it. And I've been fortunate that until I hit my head on the glass, that it was all working okay. And currently it's working okay. So I'm going to keep praying that continues because I really love my oven. I do like my air fryer oven a lot, but I need to get back to a 50 amp hookup so that I can really utilize it, because it's not as powerful just on household current. So I have to turn, if I do use it, I have to turn everything else off in the rig and just use that. And it works okay, but not at its optimum best. So I've been doing some baking in my propane oven now that my door is repaired, and that's working out great. Oh, you finally got it cleaned. After the carport, Daryl will then put on all the solar. Nice. So how much solar does he plan on putting on there? And you're going to have it on a carport. So how is that going to work? In the carport Are you putting the solar on the top of the carport? I'll be interested to see how that works. Yeah, it's good. My head is still working. It is. And actually, almost all the soreness is gone. I've got one small little tender spot left. But other than that, it's fine. Had one oven door 0. Oh, that's some craziness. Yes, she does look good, doesn't she? I'm so happy. Looks like she's able to start walking more now. So that's such amazing progress that she's made. I'm really very happy for her. So, cooking helmet. I wasn't even cooking at the time. I was rearranging a cabinet above my refrigerator. So, wasn't even actually cooking, just moving things around, putting things away. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, I was talking about solar. How about that? So, where are you going to put your solar panels? I'm curious. You're going to put a carport over the RV. So, where's the solar panels going? I'm curious about this process. It would make sense to me that you're going to put them on top of the carport and run the wires somehow. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe that's what you're doing. 5,000 watts of solar, and we'll ground mount them next to the south side. Okay, ground mount. Okay, that works. That's a good way to do it too. Probably better to ground mount them than to put them on top of, I don't know, with wind and everything, on the south side of the RV port. So that's cool. They'll get good sun that way. Good thinking. Better than my thinking, huh? It must be my head. I must have, done something when I hit it. What can I say? Yeah, that's what Kim said. That one's going to be just stationary, and then you'll travel with Clark. So that's cool. That way you've got a backup plan. Very true. That's very true. Good point. Mobile tech makes it a lot easier. Mine are not accessible to cleaning. They're just up there. I depend on God to clean it. But I haven't really had to use solar since I took off in May, because I've had electric everywhere I've been. So leaning them up against the upright post at the RV park and place them something like 33 degrees. Are you thinking RV port, or are you in an RV park somewhere right now? Something like 33 degrees would be a good angle. RV port. Okay. Okay. I'm with you now. Securely to the ground and or building or whatever. Don't want the wind to take them away. Yeah, you'd have to really anchor them in the ground really good, because It can get windy there in Arizona. As we have seen, you can get wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour out there. So you definitely want them secured well. So, but I'm sure Daryl knows all that. He'll take care of all that. He's pretty good at this kind of stuff. So I saw that Linda and Carlos bought a house down in southern Arizona. That was kind of I was really kind of shocked by that. So have you seen them lately? I guess they're probably busy with their new house right now, huh? But their house looks cute. I just was really surprised that they'd leave Montana. That property was so beautiful where they were at. Montana's a beautiful state. Of course, winters are not good there. So I don't know. I'm sure that there's a downside to all that. So it might have to do with roofs and water intrusion and everything else. Not seen them since we left them in Arizona. Okay. Well, I hope they do well with their new house. That's really kind of exciting, fun stuff. And I'm sure that they thought about it long and hard before that they did that, made that change. So that's the main reason Carlos wanted to move. Yeah. Yeah, winters and roof and all that kind of stuff can be a pain and expensive. And if you're not there in the wintertime, if they're traveling in the wintertime, that can be a headache. Worrying about what's happening at home. And well, please tell them I said hello and congratulations on their new house. That's really kind of exciting. Sierra Vista. It's a nice little town south of Tucson. Yeah. They were tired of the snow and the cold. I get that, man. I'm telling you. And I didn't even live in Montana, but after living over 30 years of my life in Missouri in cold, snowy winters, that's why when my husband was talking about moving to Florida, I was like, let's go. I hate snow. Thank you. They're very nice people. I really like them a lot. So anyway, what else can we talk about? Ken and Carla are going to be out and about later on in October, and we're going to meet up down in Florida in November. So that'll be good. Food, talk about food. Tacos tonight. I haven't even actually had anything to eat tonight. So I'll probably do a salad. That's about the simplest thing for me. I will be back in Florida November 4th. And my first stay will be at a state forest about, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 miles from my oldest daughter's house. And I'll be there for 2 weeks. And then from there, I moved to Central Florida to the park that actually Ken and Carla and Donna will be meeting me at in January. So I'm going to be there from like November 18th to March, to the first part of March. So I'll be there for like 3 months, which is nice because it's low cost, full hookup, 50 amp electric, so it'll be great for me for the winter. So, you had tacos last night? Tacos are always a good thing. Good there, good anytime. I mean, hamburgers on the grill, too hot to cook inside today. Nice. Well, yeah, 90 degrees, I'd say so. Hamburgers on the grill sounds good. Smoked pork ribs. That sounds good. I love ribs, especially smoked out on the grill. Those are always good. Kevin used to smoke some good ribs on his little grill. Don says weather's not shown on any app, but it's crazy on the radar. And the wind is nuts. All of a sudden must be a sign. So Don is not fond of wind. So between that and the property not looking good to them, I guess they are deciding maybe no on Arkansas. Really cooled off nicely around here. Still t-shirt weather most of the day, but chilling down at night now. Yeah, it's getting chilly here at night too. In fact, this morning I put sweatpants on. So that kind of tells you what it's like. It's a little crispy in the trailer in the morning. YouTube video. Scotty has a twin. Actually made Daryl look at it. I really thought it was him. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's craziness. Well, they say we all have a twin somewhere, right? So I don't think I've really found mine yet. Or so they're not claiming me. You still say it is. Might be him if he was losing. There's only one of you. I would probably agree with that. Thank God. Oh my goodness. You are unique, but we love you. I think that you're very interesting in all of the things that you've ever done in your life. It amazes me whenever I hear you talking. You just had such an incredibly adventurous lifestyle. Oh yeah, Sonny's barbecue is good. We'll do that. We will do that. I'm sure that we can find one. Got our permit for our RV port and not waiting on the manufacturer for shipping and install. Hopefully within 30 days. Nice. And that'll be great. Well, and send me pictures when you get it all done. I'll be real curious to see it. Sonny's is good. It is. You know, actually, now I haven't tried the ribs at Sonny's. I'll be totally honest with you. But I have tried their pulled pork. And I've never really been a fan of smoked chicken. Honestly, I don't know why, but I haven't. But their turkey is my favorite. I love their smoked turkey. It's really very good. Sonny's will probably be the closest to Heart Springs. Well, I wonder how far away that is. I'll have to look at that and see how far. I don't think it's too terribly far, but I'm sure we could probably make it work. 24 foot wide, 45 feet long, and 15 feet high. Ooh, wow, that's good. 24 feet, that's nice. So how wide is your RV? 11? So that's you got quite a bit of space on either side of it, and that's phenomenal. 45 foot long, and it's what, a 40-foot rig? Is that what you told me? And 15 feet high. That's a good height. Good height. So you got what, about 6 feet on either side of the RV. If it's 24 feet wide, that's incredible. Yes, 40-foot rig. That's what I thought you said. 8 feet plus slides on each side, so approximately. So it's 8 feet wide plus your slides, so approximately 14 feet wide. Okay, so that gives you 10 feet on each side, even with the slides out, right? That's what I'm thinking. So 14 from 24 is what? Oh, that's not right, Shirley. So that's only 10. So like 5 feet on each side. About an hour to Sunny's. Yeah, well, we could, take 2 vehicles and go and just make a trip of it. Tell stories and catch up on the way. Instead of a campfire, we can have a car fire. No, not a car fire. You know what I mean. We could tell car stories instead of campfire stories. Can get 8 to 10 feet on one side if we shift over as far as I can on the driver's side. So that'd be good. That would be good. So that, with steps and getting in and out, you want to have plenty of room around the door to be able to get in and out safely. That's the biggest thing. So, yeah. You don't have to worry so much about the driver's side. But opening the door and getting the steps. What kind of steps do you have at your doorway? For patio furniture and stuff. Exactly. So, are you going to build a patio out from the RV port? Make room for the dance floor and the hot tub. All right, sounds great. I can't wait to see all that. That's funny. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah, I can imagine Kim really dress it up and make it look really nice. Make some more wooden ones. I love those. Yeah, we will have a patio. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Drop and swim off for a swim sleepover. Okay. On homecoming week. She wanted me to let you know. She had said that to me. I forgot to mention it on the live stream, but she had told me about that. When did I talk to her? Monday, I guess. So, I haven't been trying to bother her. I know she's busy on those days. Talk to text on StreamYard sucks. Yeah, I'm sure it does. It's not even good on my iPhone, so I can't even imagine what it'd be like if I tried it on StreamYard. It does sound like a good setup, doesn't it? Let's have a party. We'll all meet at Kim and Daryl's. That would be fun. Anyway. right. So anybody else got any food talk? Need to find a good place for the buffet. Yeah. Well, you'll have to, build a canopy over the patio, so we can put tables out there. Just tacos. That's all. That's all the food. Well, and Sunnies. We did talk about Sunnies. So I haven't had any barbecue in a long time. The 14th at Easy Buffet. Let us know how many are coming. Okay, cool. You probably would. It won't be a horrible thing to figure out, that's for sure. Shipping container. Maybe so, Donna. All righty. Well, we'll have to see the RV port so I can visualize what you might be doing. So I'm surprised that the DOGS have been so docile this evening, because that hasn't been what they've been like all afternoon. So maybe they're just giving up for the day now. Okay, guys. I think I've about exhausted what I have to talk about. Well, that'd be good. Mobile Tech, that'll let us see how you're doing. Know that you made it through and that you're doing okay. Yes, that's for sure. Yeah, we don't need hail in our food. Just fly in, Shirley. We'll pick you up at the airport. All right. I got that one figured out. All right. All right, guys. My leg is sitting here falling asleep on me, so I'm gonna have to get up and move and get off of here. So I will talk to you guys next week. Kim, keep me updated on what's going on with that RV port. I'm real anxious to see how that turns out for you. Y'all have a good night. Talk to y'all later. Bye.